Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Everything is going all right. Usually, I just have the intro of the game playing, but we're starting it new, and I didn't want to start it and find out there's a whole story thing we're gonna miss, even though there might not be. That's what happens when you're like, I'll play this game that I've never played before. It'll be fine. Everything is gonna be okay. Yes. How do I do things again? I'm on a different setup because I'm at home. Shiny Mucklord, hey, thank you for that sub. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good time. And as for everyone else, I also hope that you're having a good time. It's not really just reserved for people who sub. I kind of always hope people are having a good time or a day. Today we're going to be playing Detective Pikachu Returns. If you're not familiar, we have previously played Detective Pikachu, which was for the 3DS. The VODs for that are up on YouTube if you are curious and you want to see the thrilling story of very obvious puzzle happens. But today we're playing Detective Pikachu Returns. And I can tell people care greatly about this game because it does not exist in one of the Twitch categories. That, or maybe people think it's just a re-release. It's supposed to be a sequel. It doesn't really say it's a sequel on the back, but it should be. If you're not familiar, the end of the game is basically the beginning of the game is what happened to my dad. Oh, he's missing. But his pet Pikachu, his partner Pikachu is here, and I can understand him talking. Only I can understand him talking, and he's got a caffeine addiction, and well, sure, why not? And then at the end of the game, it's like, that might be Dad in that Pikachu's body, but we don't really know. Except then the movie is like, no, it's Dad. Movie does a really good job, honestly, of doing something interesting. But this is, we're still looking for Dad, as far as I know. I'm gonna pull the game music down just in case it's too loud, and we'll adjust as we go. Okay, seems fine. Yes, I would like to play this in the language I understand. Yes. Ooh. Voice language. No, we're going with English because I don't want to have to reread everything out loud. Yes. Interesting, it gives you the Japanese voice as a choice, though. Okay. Story jump mode. Let's take a look at our settings. Alright, looks like you can change that up whenever you want. That's cool. Everything is at 100%. Double playback speed. You can choose whether the in-game movies play at double speed. Let's put it on toggle in case we have to replay them, and then we can speed through them if we want. Oh, well, maybe manual. Manual. Hold it down. Yeah, let's do that. With settings too. Text to space speed. Let's put that on instant. We won't turn auto advance on. Fast forward dialogue. Choose to fast forward. Normal, hold down the ZR button to fast forward at a readable speed. Hold down to fast forward dialogue. We'll put that on normal. High speed movement. You can choose to use high speed movement. Let's turn that on. Correct selection indicator. You can choose to indicate correct selections during investigations and in the case notebook. It'll tell me if I'm wrong or not. Exactly what does that mean? Indicate correct selections. Okay. Let's just leave that off for now, because I don't know what that means, and if it seems vital, we'll turn it on. Yes, please do those settings. Story jump mode, I'm assuming, is basically chapters. Play whichever part of the story seems most interesting to you, or simply read the introduction of each episode, though you may see spoilers. Oh, neat. I can just do the book. Let's go with new game. Let's try the starting option, since we're starting. Hey, Weagle. I am glad we conveniently started for when you came back to the store.
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective.
Have you started a podcast? Is this what happened?
With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case.
Okay, I like this.
Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories. After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokémon berserk. Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing.
Mewtwo definitely had nothing
Even
to do
now,
with it.
The two of us are still searching for him.
I guess they do still have to find his body. That's probably important. Through the cloud
Harry,
door.
just where the heck did you go?
Well, I like the fact that they gave us a little recap. That was cute.
And so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokémon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokémon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
Pikachu, great detective known for his bolts of brilliance.
Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Wearing his iconic red hoodie.
Wow. You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Now then, due to the R incident of 2 years ago,
Okay.
some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokémon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
The mayor.
What's that?
A Pokemon,
Corviknight?
probably. Yep, yo, you're right. It's a Corviknight. Good job.
It's coming this way. Sir, follow me.
Sorry about the things the Pokemon did.
Get inside right away.
Everybody run away from this Pokemon. That notebook's gonna be important.
Could it be? Or?
R? Don't think so. Its behavior's different.
Yeah, maybe they've moved on to S.
It's all right. Just calm down.
No! Your hat! He took your hat!
Pikachu.
Lousy Corviknight. It just made off with my signature hat.
My dad gave you that hat.
And no
Yeah,
other hat will
we
ever
gotta get it
exist
back.
again. You know how important that has to me? And Corviknight just flew off with it? What a mess. Let's go get it back. What's that? Hey, Tim. Alright. Move, speak, examine. Thump.
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside.
A notebook with a thing inside of
Family
it?
photo?
Oh, well, she was in
This
the
girl looks
audience.
familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's
Oh.
my classmate, Rachel.
Oh, good. We already
She knows
know her.
a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
Okay. Seriously, though, Tim, is there anyone in the city who doesn't know a lot about Pokemon? Like, the whole point of the city is that we coexist with Pokemon. Is that really like... Okay. We should give that notebook back. Yeah, I agree. Oh, yeah, but first, the Corviknight. You know, my hat. Yeah, we could probably do that first. He's the mayor, but he probably doesn't need his notebook back, like, right now. Oh, I can walk right into you. Just kind of move you around. Oh, you will follow me. Okay, great. Alright, there is no camera movement. But so far this doesn't look too bad. Oh, what do we do? Oh, this doesn't look good. A regular sight in Rhyme City's parks. It's a pigeon. Oh! Is that P-Dove unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey, you big guy, what happened to P-Dove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we've tried so far is working. Have what you tried so far is standing and staring at it? Hey, can you even hear me? Pikachu, we've been through this. Nobody can hear you. You, cut your Pikachu's Pika-Pika chatter and evacuate the area. Will Butler, Chief of the Pokemon Protection Bureau. Adino, can hear how healthy you are. Oh no. I need to track down Corviknight and get this area evacuated, but I can't just leave this Pidove here. Hey, what happened? Calm down, Pikachu. To everyone else, you're just saying Pika Pika. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying, and I need to say this out loud for the player. Oh, right, sorry. Got a little worked up. Oh, right, fine. You ask that dude what happened then. You're right. I am the human being. Excuse me, sir. What has happened to you? Oh, right, you're that detective. Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is Pikachu. Will Butler, for Pokemon Protective Bureau. This is Ardino with the Police Department's Rescue Squad. I'll spare you the details right now. We need to help this Pidove. All the wind Corviknight whipped up blew it around and knocked it out. We've used a move to help Pidove recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Chief, no civilian injuries to report at this time. Copy that. Great work. Okay, I really should get back to leading the evacuation. I just can't leave this Pidove here, though. You should also leave. Mr. Butler. Oh, if he's the one behind any of these cases, so we can just say the Butler did it, I don't know if I'll be happy or upset. We'll find out. We'll just take care of this Pokemon. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we're detectives. We're good at everything. You? Well, I suppose. Maybe. I guess. Yeah, okay, sure, why not? It's probably fine. I'm counting on you. Yes, sir. Let's go, Pikachu. No, we should stay here. We should not go anywhere. Cool. Hey, what if you talk to some Pokemon and figure out what happened? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Bwomp. Hold on a sec. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. Okay? Look, things don't happen when it's convenient. I don't have to tell you that, right? Well, no. But you are. Okay? And it's been a good long time since our last case. Uh-huh. Like 2 years, I'm sure we've done nothing. It's like Phoenix Wright. No other case has ever happened, and we really constantly wonder how we're still living. So let's hit pause and jog our memories of how we go about investigating a case. Time for a tutorial. We'll do this one by the book, alright? Pikachu, have we been doing stuff illegally? Well, if you say so. This is our first investigation in a long time. Pidov's injuries are already healed. All we gotta do is wake it up. Some might call it coincidence, but me? I call it an opportunity for a detective work tutorial. Okay. Let's refresh our memory, make sure we conduct a full investigation. Sure. Let's go over investigations. I talk to Pokemon. Yay, and I talk to people. These are skills we have that we do. Together, we'll gather evidence, take testimonies, and solve a case. Yep, that's about how it happens. Right. Okay. So, you're gonna talk to the Pokemon. That's what I'm gonna do. Hello, I am a Pokemon, fellow Pokemon. How are you? Are you friends with the other one that's, like, knocked out? It says their friends are taking a nap and won't wake up. Oh, so it just thinks it's sleeping. You really love the smell of... Wait, huh? What's that got to do with anything? Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. Wait, are we just gonna get this thing a coffee? You think this Pidove would be more concerned about their unconscious friend instead of chirping about some smell? Well, what I hear is they like coffee. Maybe. Possibly. Alright, we should ask the other one. Hello. Hey, no wait, I'm sorry. Fellow human. Come here for a minute. If you get stuck during your investigation and see the light bulb icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. Let's do that now. I'm a little curious about what that Pidove was saying. Yeah, its friend's unconscious, but it just wants to talk about smells. Yep. That's all I could get out of it. Aroma, sleepy times, going away. Wait, what if it was talking about using that? And what if that scent could wake up its friend? That's it, Tim. If we can find the strong aroma those Pidove were chirping about, maybe it'll wake up the unconscious friend. That's what I'm thinking. It's worth a shot at least. I do want to heavily point out this game, like, I think got like a 6 on the positive side of reviews. This is gonna be like this the whole way through. The last game was like this too. But what about the hat? We're talking about coffee now. There might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. We could ask them. Well, that reminds me, Tim. Listen up. If we're having trouble during an investigation, you can call me out anytime. I can give you advice discreetly, so no one notices that you're talking to a Pokemon like me. Of course, you don't have to. But if you get stuck, or you need to... that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if this is a thing where we can kind of ignore that. You can press the plus button during gameplay to open the submenu. In this menu, you save the game, change your game settings. Press ZL during gameplay to reread recent conversations. Older conversations eventually disappear, so be careful not to forget what was said. Here we go. Interview Pokemon. Not that one. Oh, right. Sorry, other Pokemon. That one is not interviewable. You? Hey, have you heard of coffee? Has not heard of coffee. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. It takes out the exclamation mark. worried about your friend, so we know when we've kind of done a thing. Okay, cool. So if I push this button... Oh, a recap. Nice. Okay, that's nice. I'll give it credit for that. Save, load. What was the other button? This one? Okay. I mean, I don't think I'll need a lot of that, but that's also a nice feature to have in a game like this. Alright. Oh, hello.
Ah.
Stares into the great beyond. I think it's Satu? I can never tell what it's staring at, or what it might be thinking. That's the sort of Pokemon who's probably got all kinds of incredible knowledge. Let's try it. If it knows anything. Blah blah, can you hear me? Blah blah, it's ignoring me. It wants peace and quiet while it's sunbathing. It's really calm. Maybe we should try asking someone else. Okay. Please be careful. Gee, we're outside a coffee shop. I wonder what the strong aroma could be. It's singing about how much it loves this aroma. Wait, if they love this aroma, then maybe... What is... Aromatis. Exudes an enchanting... It's not going to be coffee, it's going to be another Pokemon? Well, okay. They started flocking to it as soon as it got here. Oh, they're following it around? You're asking it to make the nice aroma? Hurry up, make the nice aroma. Oh, the Pidove are really getting on its nerves. Seems like these Pidove are all drawn to a scent that Aromatis emits. Which means this might be able to help us. Well, let's ask them if they will help us then. Hey, do you want to help us? It'll help us out if we can get the Pidove to stop following it around. Alright. Maybe we could do that. Hey, could you leave? No, we're trying to help your friend. We need you to leave in order to do that. Look, they're gonna do it right over there soon, so you should go over there. Okay, I think I tricked them. Great. Now they'll help us? Yes. Great. Alright, you help this Pidove.
Alright!
Really thought I was just gonna spray something out of its mouth.
Glad that worked.
Now back to Hat Rescue.
Oh,
Oh, Pidove's awake. Well, that is a really nice scent. It's kind of like a really strong perfume, though. I don't really get why the Pidove like it so much. Well, I'm glad they're all enjoying it. Oh yes, you were a huge help. Oh, excellent work. I didn't even consider that other Pokemon could help this Pokemon that weren't my Pokemon. Oh, right. Come to think of it, the police officer was calling this guy Chief. Now, I wonder why. We could ask him and find out. Hey. Yes, well, I am the chief of PvP. The PvP? Okay, Tim. I'm gonna have to talk to you about your listening skills, because he literally, what part of his introduction was telling us this information. We protect the Pokemon of Rhyme City. It's kind of like the police, but focused on Pokemon. Let's ignore that. I didn't know we had something like that. We only just started. We're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City police station, cooperating with the police. We're dispatched to provide security. We could probably come up with something better. I can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. It's honestly an embarrassment. We were formed 2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. The human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by that. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon like the R incident would never happen again. That's why this organization exists. Isn't that... Don't we already have a group that does that? Well, I mean, there's been a rise in incidents, and they were struggling to handle it, so... Right now, we have two forces. The human force and the Pokemon force. Everything works out. Oh, okay. I don't know that I would say this is really looking out for Pokemon. By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation earlier. I couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Isn't part of the coexistence of Pokemon that we think that we can understand and exist together and... No? Okay. Unless the two of you can. No, it's, I'm not talking to him, I'm just getting advice. No, oh, I get it. You talk to Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. Yeah, sure, that's it. I mean, we do actually understand each other. Shh. For some reason, it would be really terrible if he could figure out that I actually understand you. Careful, usually folks wouldn't believe we can talk to one another. I have several years of anime that goes against everything that's being said right now. Whoa. Ah. Oh, there's the
It's
Corviknight.
back again.
Does it still have my hat?
Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir. Oh, it's Corviknight again. Give me back my hat. Well, that chief is going after Corviknight in his patrol car. I bet Corviknight still has my hat. Eggs! App! Those are Pokemon cries, are they? Okay, if you say so. Let's go check it out. How do I know what direction Camera does not move. I'm gonna talk to this Magnemite. Meg? Why are you running away? Thanks for looking out for me. You stay safe too. I guess it went the other way.
Oh!
Huh. Oh, I forgot that the Alolan Executor has a head on the back. How do you like these apples? They're scattered all over the place. Can't talk to that one. Or can we? Is this a tree? And it's growing here? Have we never seen Pokemon before? It's kind of weird. Unless... Let's go try and talk to its butt. Or we could just stare at this apple. Let's look at this apple. Oh, it's an apple. Wait. Are they selling applins? It's dangerous here, Applin. You should find somewhere that's safe. That's odd. It doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Well, let's talk to it.
Hey,
I haven't seen Applin in the city before. Where'd you come from? App. Oh, you go to sleep in a wooden crate, and when you wake up, you're always someplace new? So the apple vendor travels to different locations, and this Applin gets carried along? The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this Applin. I would be so, like, creeped out in this world, like, double check that all the food that I'm picking up is not some sort of plant Pokemon. Something suddenly shook it awake a moment ago. I'll bet that was Corviknight. Same goes for these crates getting toppled over. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area.
Apple.
So the wooden crate shook, you got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing? Got separated. Well, then let's help it find its friends. How many friends were here with you? 2. Alright. From what Applin said, I think I get what's going on here. But as much as I'd like to get my hat, we can't just abandon a Pokemon in need. Oh, yeah, what kind of great detectives would we be if we didn't help? We should investigate the fallen apples. I mean, it'd be helpful if there wasn't a tree in the way. It seems like a weird tree, too. Maybe we should investigate the weird tree first. Inspect the tree. Well, we can't just cut it down. Eggs! Have we
whoa,
tried
this
looking
tree's
up?
an executor.
An Alolan Executor? I've never seen one before. What's it doing here in Rhyme City? Well, we could ask it. Hey, you! Eggs. Oh, no, don't all of you talk at the same time. How about this? I'll tell you which head should answer. Eggs. I forgot which one.
Hey,
The middle head. Why are you here? Eggs. It's been traveling around with the apple vendor. Well, that explains why it's here in Rhyme City.
hey,
The right head, you tell me what happened here. Corviknight came flying through, and then you tried to dodge it, and you bumped into the fruit stand. I knew it! By the way, have you seen my hat? Eggs. Happened too suddenly for you to tell if there was a hat.
hey.
Left head, we got a favor to ask. We want to search through those apples behind you. Could you just scooch over a bit? Oh good, it moved for us. Now we can investigate the scene. This is where all the apples got scattered. Let the investigating begin. Remember what we're looking for. 2 missing Applin. There's a lot of apples, so try not to overlook them. Okay, well, there's... Oh, this is kind of nice. We got a little bit of a moving camera. It's clearly this one.
Limp.
So we found that one. You been sitting there a whole time pretending to be an apple? That must take a lot of patience. App. Patiently staying still is one of your talents? That Corviknight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't it? Your friend is waiting for you. Let's see. I don't think there's another one on the ground. We should look. Maybe under some things. Apple crate. Oh, we get little check marks when we've done a thing. Apples everywhere. These apples are only good for making juice or jam at this point. Really? They look perfectly fine. I'd still eat them, bruises and all. They don't look bruised. Well, we searched really hard. And there's no hat, and there's no applin. Oh, where could it have gone? We tried it so hard. We didn't bother to look behind anything, but we tried very hard. Did you see something move? Nope, I saw nothing. Maybe we should check again. Okay. Hey, look! Your hat!
Huh?
My hat! Oh, Coronite dropped it. Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier. Well, it's my hat.
This was a real pain. Eh? Hey, get back here! The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all! My hat keeps moving on its own!
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
See? Told you so.
Executor.
Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
Alright. Okay.
Well, Tim, lift me up.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Is this a quick time event? Or is this just a thing? It's a quick time event. Climb a tree, quick time event. Reach for hat, mash button.
Finally got you back.
Hey, Pikachu, you found the applin. Whoa. Are you okay? Sure, absolutely. I'm glad you caught me. Are the applin okay too? Yeah, they all seem very happy. Good, glad they're all right. So, one of them was wearing my hat. The thief. Seeing it move on its own really threw me for a loop. I'm sure Carbonite dropped that hat mid-flight and just happened to fall on top of the applin. Oh, also, where's my hat? Don't worry, I did get it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle.
Yay!
Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
Oh,
That
we're still gonna
darn
do that?
Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Alright then. Well, I guess we'll go back to that.
Great work. Thank you.
You're right. I saved up a dove, I found a hat.
And you as
you mean
well,
the
Pikachu.
reward.
Yep.
I can't say it enough.
Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokemon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Good. Okay, good. We're gonna put it on the hat. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim!
Congratulations, Ron.
Really got a crowd going there. Fluffy's guinea pig. Hey, thank you for that sub. Welcome back. Later that evening at Tim's apartment.
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
Tim has parents. Irene Goodman.
You're amazing, Tim.
And I guess a sister. Sophia.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Rhine Tower standoff case, too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good. But how come Mom and me didn't even show up?
Wait, are we talking about the actual
I
movie?
have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
they? Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Uh-huh.
Whoa. What's with all
Why'd
the
you say it
staring?
that way?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow.
Little sister looks
Oh,
like she's ready
Pikachu,
to be in a workout
the news
video.
is about to start.
Like a
Maybe
jazzercise
there's an
video.
update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds didn't do the Pikachu voice in the video games. Ryan Reynolds only did the voice in the movie, which I think they just basically said exists in this universe. So that's fun. Look, I have another red hoodie to spare. Actually, I think that's the old red hoodie. Yeah, because this one's a little bit more detailed. I guess we should watch TV. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news. What's going on? Well, it's breaking news, Pikachu.
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokemon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have
You
anything
mean
to
that our
do with
TV ran at
Dad.
20 frames per second?
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
It's pretty vague.
Yeah. Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you?
Oh.
You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
Oh, really? It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
If I put myself over here, you can see the little Pikachu loading. It's pretty cute. Day after the awards ceremony. We're walking down the street. Being in Rhyme City. Whimsicott
Whoa,
floats on down.
that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
It's like having a cat.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you might not know what cats are in this universe.
The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Oh, yeah, I guess a Meowth. Maybe a Persian.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case.
Not sure where you
We've
ran
received
here.
reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the dentist residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
Wait, did you run here knowing I was gonna go get coffee?
So much for my coffee.
We could still get coffee. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go, Pikachu. Wait a second, Tim. What for? No need to rush. You gotta be calm and unhurried if you want to be the best at investigating. Okay. Pikachu's a real talkative Pokemon. If you see this icon, Pikachu icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the right button to chat with him. Sometimes Pikachu will try to get your attention, and Pikachu icon will bounce to let you know he wants to talk. You see this icon bouncing, press the right button to hear what Pikachu has to say.
Look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
But Holiday is waiting. We should probably join him.
Great Detective Coffee Note
Oh, good.
number
We brought
one.
back coffee notes.
Here's some wisdom about coffee. Good coffee tastes good, even cold. Bad coffee tastes bad, even freshly brewed.
You know, that could be true.
What would have happened if Rhyme City didn't have a great detective like me? Maybe I was guided here by some kind of inexplicable force. Great Detective Coffee Note number 2. The water you use can change how your coffee tastes.
That's true of a lot of drinks, actually.
All right. Let's continue on for a bit more. Quit playing dumb! We've got evidence that proves you're the culprit! Yeah, did I scare you, Tim? I felt like practicing my interrogating. Hey, Tim, no need to hold back, you know. Talk to me whenever you want. I'm right here, after all.
You know, I thought the Pikachu head would, like, disappear eventually.
You know the drill, Tim. Wash your hands and gargle when you get home. Don't forget.
Yeah, alright. Can we go get coffee?
Whoa!
Nope. Pikachu is the one telling us we can't get coffee. Fine. Whoa, what's happening over there? Ooh, what are you? Goodness, Pokemon has so many things in it that I don't know what Pokemon look like anymore. It's cute. I'm gonna find out what's going on here. Poliwrath and Hariyama, they're scoring off. You could cut the tension with a knife. Looks like a fight could break out any second. We should probably avoid this alley so we don't accidentally set them off. But that's why I wanted to see what was happening in the alley. Indy. You kind of look like an Ardino. So maybe they added extra to the evolution chain of that? Oh no, Hariyama's facing off against Poliwrath again. Why does he act out like this? He's usually so gentle. Is something wrong? My partner, Hariyama, loves showing off his strength, especially when he contested against someone else's. And since Poliwrath is also proud of its muscles, Hariyama considers it his rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. Well, I guess we better avoid that then. Thank you for telling us your problems. Ooh, donuts. They must be using Combi's honey. Let's come back and try some after we're done with the case. Something shiny in the fountain. What could it be? Little jump scarer. Okay. Oh, I knew I saw Pokemon. I saw Pokemon. I saw something. It was a Pokemon? Oh, that's an Inkay. It lights up its spots to communicate with friends. Never figured it'd use those lights to lure someone in close enough for a prank. That definitely surprised me. Hey, Inkay, maybe go easy on those jump scares, okay? Oh, they look like they're having fun. Great job, Marctus. Your dancing is so cute. From the top. Ooh, snacks. These menu items use all sorts of different berries. So many choices, they could cater to any Pokemon's tastes. We will not be buying any snacks.
Damn!
I appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way. The crime took place up ahead. Slowly walks off like he's power walking. Oh yeah, you know, the mansion just at the end of the street.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
I can tell you're gonna be a bit of an asshole. Also, weren't you the dude from last time who was also the asshole? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's Brad. If I remember, if this is the same character I'm thinking it is, we went to an island and he was basically like, "No, that guy over there definitely did it." And you're like, "The evidence seems rather circumstantial. Shouldn't we investigate?" No, he did it. I suppose that means you are as well. Private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is the same. Yep, still a jerk. Think he's still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up? Manic. He says no funny business. No wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. This is the scene of the crime, right? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Denise. Dennis? Denise. I'm gonna go with Dennis. Denise. We'll figure it out. A jeweler. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Brad, I don't care if I meet him. Well, I mean, I do right now because it's probably part of the whole detective thing, but, like, as a normal person, I do not care. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. Just like how I really didn't care that I met you. Ah, just gotta get a dig in, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come inside. Ooh, fancy. One floor, first floor. Are we in a dungeon?
I see.
All right, Tim. He's waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks, Inspector Holliday. Can we get a closer look at this? The name of this painting is Silver Waves. It depicts Lugia, Pokemon known as the Guardian of the Seas. It's rumored to live deep down on the ocean floor, but no one's ever seen it. This makes sense. The ocean floor is not exactly a place you just casually visit. I mean, I'm going to talk to him, but I want to look around his house.
Whoa!
Ah. No. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So floor 1 is definitely like the gold and silver Pokemon.
Mhm.
Golden Sunrise, Ho-Oh, rainbow colored wings. I hope that this mansion, like every floor, has basically just the legendaries, like paintings of them all over the place. Oh, I wish we could turn. Okay, those paintings look basically normal. Oh, the Growlithe looks a little sad, though.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, little Growlithe. I was not expecting that voice. I'm a jeweler. This is my partner, Growlithe. I'm Detective Tim Goodman. This is my partner, Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it. Could you please tell us about the incident?
Oh.
Precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop. It's a very rare jewel. The Aurora Drop. I hope the basement has red and blue stuff in it. What a mysterious name. Magical, even. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Testimony. Going in a notebook. Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet... Wait, did we return that notebook to the mayor? We must have, right? We saw him and we were like... Yo. Something sticking out to you is odd. Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. They think the butler did it. Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? Well, it looks like this. Alright, thank you for the visual picture. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels. But the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into this shape. An egg. Well, the way that it shines looks a bit like an aurora. That's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time, we called it the Jewel of Legend. Wow, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. I guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. It definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? I kept it securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. And yet, despite all that security, it still got stolen. You mentioned a suspect. Yes, they believe the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Why do they think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. What's keeping someone else from getting into it? Well, the key is always kept around Growlithe's neck. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlithe would start barking. My Growlithe is a very loyal Pokemon. She'd never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. Well, I don't see a key around Growlithe's neck right now. The police think Barnes took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Could I talk to Barnes? Well, he's being questioned by the police right now. But if you don't believe that they're the thief, right? I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years and has always served us well. I'm certain he'd never steal from me. I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. Alright, so if he didn't do it, the real culprit is still at large? That's right, someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent. Ah, so we're here to clear the butler's name. Okay, well, we'll talk to Barnes later. Gotta find the Aurora Drop, clear Barnes. Is that all we've got to do? Well, that's currently all that's going to be on your task list. Alright, we will investigate the case and reveal the truth. We don't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into this more. Yeah, the police have at least some reason to suspect him. But we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable, we'll take the case. That sounds great. Okay, may I investigate the scene of the crime? The jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. Wait a second, Tim. Please tell me your first thought is, we should talk to the Growlithe. There's something I want to try, starting with this case. Oh? Alright, what's that? I figured this time we should try putting our stuff in a notebook. The people who write detectives' journals swear by it. Oh, that magazine you're always reading. Yeah, that's the one. They searched the most efficient way for detectives to organize their case notes. And they came up with a case notebook. How does it work? Now, first, open up your notebook. Press the X button. How was the jewel stolen? First, we'll write in the notebook all of our burning questions. We'll summarize the testimony and evidence we've gathered during our investigation. So in short, we're going to take notes. Proceed. After we've collected enough testimonies and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our questions. Okay, you can't see. I need to move my camera because, like, Pikachu is incredibly excited by this idea. He's just like, notebooks. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, I guess actually using the notebook is the best approach. What do we have to do right now? We have to collect testimonies and figure out how the jewel was stolen. So we should investigate the scene of the crime. That's right, let's go check out the jewel storage room. Lurker's fine. Hey, thank you for that 66-month resub. Welcome back. Notes flowchart. But I want to talk to the Growlithe. Because, come on. They're the ones who had the key. Doesn't look happy. Apparently she feels responsible. No wonder she's so down. Maybe we should leave her alone for a while. We're terrible detectives. Alright, to the second floor.
Great detective tip number 7. Begin every investigation by taking your client's word at face value. From there, forget your preconceived notions and gather the facts until you uncover the truth.
Okay. Let's see. Is there any fun artwork up here? No. No. Oh. There are some feathers, though. Oh! What's all this? Pokemon feathers? Sure looks like it. They're scattered all over the floor and the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out? Do you think this has anything to do with what we're doing? One of the feathers is darker than the other one. You're right, the other 6 are a lighter shade of blue. Something about that is nagging at me. Did we put it in our notebook? No? Who cares? The jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holliday's already filled me in. Please go right ahead.
Yes!
Okay. Well, there's definitely been a Whimsicott through here. Let's look at this door a lot. It's got a lock on it. Very important. What is it, Pikachu? I checked out the door, but there are no signs of forced entry. Then we can be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in. According to Dennis, this room's where Aurora Drop used to be. Let's take a closer look. Search for clues. This says a jewel is not the jewel we care about. Nobody cares about these boxes. Green jewel. I like that we can't, like, even bother to look at the floor. This area looks more disturbed than the rest. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. Alright, don't let any details slip past you, Tim.
Let me see.
Let's start with this. Because there's a blue feather here. Maybe it's from a Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into that later. We do not care at all about anything else in that pile. This looks like a part of the jewel case. Based on the shape, you think the top half of the case was cut off? It's a really clean cut. Ooh, we care about that. That goes in our notebook. Slicing it must have taken one serious sharp blade. I doubt a human could pull that off. There's some sort of cotton on the ground. It's really fluffy and soft. We care about that cotton more than any other parts of the cotton.
Hey, Tim! Check it out! Looks good, huh? Disguises are a key part of detective work, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Now quit goofing off and investigate.
He clearly doesn't appreciate my art. Perhaps I need to give him a little more training.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts in the last game was, oh, we have to sneak into a masquerade ball. Better put masks on everyone so no one can recognize us. Including Pikachu. Well, this is the only case that's damaged. Must be where they kept the Aurora Drop. The edge looks like it was sliced clean with a blade. What kind of blade could slice this cleanly through a sturdy jewel case? Jewel case is still locked. Right, so they used a key to get inside in the room, but not... Key to the case is a different key than the one to the jewel storage room. Wonder who has the key then.
Right.
Any other spots you want to check? Probably not. The podium? Nope, it's pretty much on the floor.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Alright.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
You've probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, huh? Alright, let's deduce.
Okay.
How was the jewel stolen? I have a few plausible theories. Which one do you think is right? The culprit actually hasn't stolen the jewel yet. Hid it around the cotton. They opened the case and stole the jewel. They unlocked the case and stole the jewel. Well, we know it's definitely not that, and it's probably not that, so we'll go with this one.
Okay.
The case was sliced open. After that, the Aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, and we saw that the jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open. But at least we now know how the thief got their hands on it. That's right. We have answered this question. We get a stamp of approval. You understand how to use notebooks now? Yep. You should feel free to deduce whenever you feel like deducing. Okay. Well, we now know how they did the crime. We can be certain the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside. But there's a strange thing. Yeah? What's strange about the way this crime was committed? Jewel storage room door was locked. The jewel was stored in this room. The glass was cut, but the door wasn't.
Oh!
But the jewel case was still locked when it was sliced apart. That's right, so that means the thief only had one of the keys. The one to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. Well, I mean, according to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not so sure. Obviously, it'd be best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he's still being questioned. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Right, we should do that. Hello, I am here just in time for you to ask your questions. Oh, good. That will be very convenient for us. Yes, I knew right away that I would be needed, that this timing was excellent. It does appear that your timing is fantastic. So, we believe that the jewel case was cut open. Oh, I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much, since he had access to the key. Well, I have a question for you. Who has the key to the jewel case? Well, I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. I've known Barnes for a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. Okay. The security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it. So both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room, but only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. That's valuable information. Thank you. Really? Oh, I thought I might be getting in the way. I'm so happy I'm not. The Aurora Drop is meant to become a symbol of revival for Rhyme City, so I'm counting on you. A symbol of revival? Let's ask him about that later, especially since he's left. So, the question we really want to answer now is Barnes the culprit? The only people who have access to the key are Dennis and Barnes. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion. Why would he do that, knowing people would suspect him? Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Barnes and the other people in the mansion and hear what they have to say. Not just the people, the Pokemon too. I'll interpret for you when we talk to them. Alright, let's do this. Alright, next steps figured out. Interviewing. I mean, I do like that we can basically just say, no, let's deduce, but I feel like if we did that right now, we don't have anything to deduce with. So we gotta go talk to people in the mansion. You're here. Yeah, I had no useful information. How about you? The room is currently being searched. Can I go in?
Whoa!
No. I mean, they can search that room. Okay, fine. We'll go back to the first floor. Who are you?
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Larry Turner. Newest staff member. Wait, you are the detective, right? The name- wait, that's not proper. My name is Larry Turner. I'm a member of the house staff. House staff, huh? Seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I'll be pleased to inform me if... Oh, you don't have to be so formal. Oh, thank God. Okay, I just got this job, but I'm really not used to talking like this. Is that a problem? It's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. And I can handle all that, no problem. Oh no, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence. Anyway, you wanted to ask about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining. I just don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Something? That's not the thief then? Can you tell us more about that, Mr. Turner? No problem. Right, so I was doing my job like I normally do my job, and I made some food for the Pokemon, I cleaned around the mansion, I was tidying up the garden, and a ducklet flew out of the second-story window. As I recall, it was just like, where's that ducklet going? I mean, usually ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. And that's when I saw the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, when I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. The next thing I knew, I was lying behind a sofa and someone was treating my wounds. A Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, it couldn't have been human. So I think it was a Pokemon. A red Pokemon. Do you know what kind? No, I'm not really sure. Oh, I see. I'm sorry you were punched. I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. Oh, that's what the doctor said too. No Pokemon wanted to steal the Aurora Drop. A red Pokemon, huh? Not a guy wearing a red vest? Yeah, it's possible the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think? We need to find that ducklet that flew out the window, and that red Pokemon too. Yep, you got it.
Excuse me?
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Ah, that's all I saw. I see. Can you think of any other details? No. I mean, nope. I've never heard anyone holding a grudge against my employer. I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect. Do you think Barnes is responsible? Well, they must have a reason to suspect him. But no, I don't believe it. He's still showing me the ropes around here, and he's a great coworker with tons of experience. If you'd known Barnes before all this, you could never imagine him being a thief.
Excuse me?
So do you know anything about the jewel? Ah, never really even seen it. It's been shut up in that storage room ever since it was brought to the house. Of course, I know it's valuable. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Denise lately. Oh, tell us about these arguments. Oh, in case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's gonna donate the Aurora Drop. Seems like Mrs. Denise is against the plan. They've been fighting about it almost nightly. Sex Python, hey, thank you for that 26-month resub. Every night? Oh, that must be a real point of contention. I guess Mrs. Denise just didn't want to give it up as much since it's valuable. The Aurora Drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, eh? Who are you? Okay, well, I wanna talk to the Growlithe. Oh, the Growlithe is not gonna be an option, is it? Fine. Who are you?
Yes? You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Ah, you're the wife. Claudia. I like your glasses. They're very cool. We're detectives. Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that. Oh, does that mean you're... Yes, I'm... Claudia. I'm sorry to bother you. I have some questions. Well, no, I do mind. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved. What do you mean? The police said that Barnes is behind all this, so it's settled. We've heard he's under suspicion, but we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime. Ah, you sound just like my husband. Nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes' partner Ducklet was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Did you witness the crime? Oh, Barnes' partner Ducklet was involved in the crime. You look as though you don't believe me.
Excuse me?
Did you witness the crime? Well, kinda. Not, like, clearly. Wait, what? I have proof, though. Well, what did you see? At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. And then I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window. A bird Pokemon? Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet. We did find blue feathers near the window in the storage room. Were those Ducklets? In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. A metallic sound? Do you know what that could have been? No, but the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in the room. Isn't that proof enough? She's pretty convinced. But all it's based on is a metallic sound and the sight of a flying blue bird. Pretty flimsy if you ask me. That information alone isn't really enough to definitely prove it. Well then hurry up and find whoever it is and get that jewel back. Isn't that what my husband hired you for? I get that she's upset. She doesn't have to take it out on us.
Excuse me?
You seem confident that... Your husband is confident that Barnes is innocent. Oh, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting, especially when it comes to Barnes. Do they really trust each other that much? I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer, in fact, than I've known. I suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. Well, what do you mean by that? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev, even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial. That lack of self-awareness is yet another of his many flaws. I get the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Barnes. You think that's why she's so sure he's the thief?
Excuse me?
Tell us about this Ducklet. Well, it's Ducklet's Barnes' partner. She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. Oh, that testimony was important. You mentioned earlier that she might be involved in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing? Yes, she even helps Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with a jewel. Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, the one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Barnes.
Yes?
The Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. Mr. Dennis told us the same thing. But do you really understand? Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is? I knew it. Just look at those blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like this. As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of that jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he donate it to Rhyme City? Oh, so you're against donating it? Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded about for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few. Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. Alright, we're done talking to you. We're gonna talk to this Clefable? All ears for mansion gossip. Fab. Oh, it's Clefable. Mrs. Dennis' partner, apparently. Hey, we can ask you some questions. What? No need to be rude. What's wrong? Seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident here. So, can't ask questions of you. Ooh, right, symbol of revival. Why is it a symbol of revival? 2 years ago, during the art incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. Oh, you were a victim of the art incident? Yes, some Pokemon who'd been exposed to art went berserk. Their rampage destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By that time, I already had the Aurora Drop. I kept it stored safely in the shop. So was the Aurora Drop damaged too? No, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one to remain unscathed. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop that you might believe it was being protected. Oh, that's incredible. I guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Ever since then, the Aurora Drop became known as the jewel that survived the art incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. And thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on its feet. Sounds like a very valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it to the mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? Well, I've decided to donate it to Rhyme City. The Aurora Drop, but why donate something so precious to you? It's not just precious to me. That's exactly why I've decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time I did mine. So I wanted to donate the jewel that survived the art incident as a symbol to Rhyme City's revival. I hoped that by doing so, I can help liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. Wow. That's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it. Oh? Forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with personal matters. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora Drop. Understood. Now then, Mr. Barnes, we'll thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Oh, we can probably go talk to him now. Brandon Barnes. It's not how I pictured a butler, but okay. How did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Oh, excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? And who are you? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. I'm supposed to investigate the crime? Oh, is that so? Well, I'm Brandon Barnes. I work here as a butler. We'd like to ask you some questions. I realize you're probably tired, because police, but... don't worry about it. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it's my duty to give you my full cooperation. Thank you. What would you like me to speak about first?
Yes.
I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. So that means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? Oh, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran straight up the stairs, you'd think he would have run straight into the thief. If he didn't see anyone, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, I saw the Aurora Drop was gone. I then contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Is there anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Unfortunately not. It was only afterward that Mrs. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about. And only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements from Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. Oh, no. That's perfect. We can talk to Pokemon. Do you have any idea who the thief might be? I have no clue. I do know that Mr. Dennis and I were the only ones who can freely use the key to the storage room. Don't know why that's not been something noted before. Whoops. Right. We can only get it from Growlithe. Imagine it'd be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder what the police suspect me given the circumstances. but I would never do something so senseless. This confirms that only those two have access to the key.
Yes.
Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. Aw, that's cute. Isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers, simply beautiful. But that's not all. She's also incredibly clever and even helps me out with my work. Oh, excuse me. Terribly sorry, I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. Oh, no problem. You mentioned that she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from the local cafe. Oh, she buys coffee beans. There's a place nearby called the Hi Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it? She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's their go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the Hi Hat blend. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City's elites have such a refined taste. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't yet returned. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? I do not. Well, the feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? There's no question about it. But I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow. I'm so worried I can hardly think straight. Out of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis's collection, he considers the Aurora Drop to be his most precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say the Aurora Drop is the physical manifestation, the crystallization of Mr. Dennis's career as a jeweler. I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. For someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Please, Tim, find the Aurora Drop. I beg you. Don't worry, sir. We're on the case.
Well...
I'm not really surprised the police suspect him. But we need another witness. Aren't you forgetting something, Tim? What's that? Barnes told us the Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Yes, Pikachu, and I've tried to talk to them several times. Oh, right. Maybe we should talk to the Pokemon. Let's go ask the Pokemon.
Tim.
What's up?
Yo, Manectric! Working hard? Hey! What did I ever do to you?
Yeah, this is probably going to be one of the more frustrating things, as this game looks like it's going to be incredibly linear. Fable still doesn't want to talk to us. Hey, Growlithe, we're ready to ask you questions now. We want to catch the thief. We need your help. Growl. You willing to talk to us if it'll help? Awesome. Okay. Blah, blah. Growlithe, can we start with questions? As Dennis's partner, it's your job to guard the mansion. And we already found the key to the jewel storage room was around your neck. It's important to Dennis, so guarding it is important to you. Makes sense. She says she'd never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key. So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened. Strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the two of us are going to crack this case.
Well...
Do you remember anything about the time of the incident? You don't know because you were napping. What? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? I've been there. What are you talking about? You woke up when Barnes got home. That would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone. Yeah, I can tell you're upset. You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief? Thanks. We'll come ask for an assist if anything comes up. She says Barnes is a kind and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes after all. And Growlithe likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. Okay, so the food was drugged, so that the person could get the key. They knew they wouldn't be able to get the key from Mr. Dennis. they're pushing an awful lot about the wife not wanting to donate it, but we also do have that new staff member. There wasn't anything Growl's testimony that could help us prove Barnes innocent. Only one left to ask is Clefable. We'll have to get them to talk to us. What? You think we're thieves returning to the scene of the crime? Oh, you got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please answer our questions. No, really, you could totally trust us. Yeah, if you help us, it definitely help Claudia. It's bad mood. Oh, cool, you'll talk to us. Great.
Hey!
Do you have a job at the mansion? No job per se, unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly? Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, didn't mean to be insulting. So Claudia's always arguing with someone or other, but when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing? I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. You're pretty nice. Anything strange happened today? She got really sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. It's an interesting thing. Then she dozed off, doesn't know what happened after that. It's too bad. What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him alright? Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. She says Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt. Does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner? Yeah, my suspicion is on the new staff member Turner. I know he's the one who got attacked, but seems awfully convenient. Clefable was dozing near the front door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. And that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. That means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor.
Okay.
Let's see what we can figure out. Based on everything, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review information, see what we come up with.
Okay.
Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion. Growlithe says she woke up exactly at the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Barnes couldn't be the culprit? Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we can prove Barnes innocent with that alone. Can't exactly disclose the testimony came from Pokemon. No one would believe us. Looks like we're gonna need other evidence. Can't lift the suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. I think we're gonna need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. But where should we look for it? At times like this, it's best to try investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to this. Ooh. Right, the red Pokemon. To get close to the truth of this case, we've got no choice but to find the Pokemon that witnesses saw. They reported seeing a red Pokemon and Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner. It makes sense to think that, but no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get some leads. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. But also, where'd the ducklet go? Why did ducklet leave from the second floor window? Seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel theft. Finding ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Alright, we'll go head into the city and find her. Oh, interesting. So... Okay, so the corner notes flowchart is to show us where we are in our notes. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna have to go into the city. Where should we go? Should we go after ducklet or search for the red Pokemon? If you're unsure, why don't we try following ducklet? I think we have a better lead to go on than the red Pokemon. Right, ducklet's supposed to go buy coffee beans today. We're pretty sure they went to High Hat Cafe. So we should go search the cafe. Alright. Gonna go to cafe. Huh? You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, ma'am, but we're in the middle of investigation right now. But what should I do? Oh, that person has a problem. Sure does. It's probably not got anything to do with what we're doing right now, but, you know, we should do something about it. Yep, that's what makes us so great. We do need to prioritize our current case. But we can help if we have time. Well, let's find out what she needs first. During your investigation, people in Pokemon may request your help solving their problems. These people in Pokemon have blue speech bubbles. If you see them, try talking to them. Local concerns that you've agreed to help with are added to a list. You can check this list at any time by pressing the Y button. Alright, side quests. Keep in mind some of these requests aren't necessarily problems in the strictest sense. What's that mean? Hey, you look like you got something bugging you. Oh, my Lilipup's gone missing. Oh no, what happened? We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. She got worked up and took off. I've been searching all over for him, and now I'm exhausted. The police officer won't do anything about it. Well, we can't ignore this. That's right, helping people is a detective's job. We'd like to help you. We're detectives. We're good at looking for things. Oh, that would be great. Can you think of anywhere Lillipup might have gone? Well, I've really searched the I've thoroughly searched the park, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Oh, also my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. We'll figure it out from there. Please wait here while we look. Oh, I'm so sorry to add to your workload. Well, we'll just look around while we're also investigating. Local concern accepted. Find a Lillipup. You seem happy. What are they talking about? They're saying that no matter how many times they visit the city, it's always bustling and full of fun. Do you think they witnessed anything? We can ask. You ride on seasonal winds that take you all over the world. The city seems even livelier than usual when the Whimsicott arrive. Soon you'll be leaving the city to travel somewhere else. Oh, you like coming here every year because you can meet so many different Pokemon? I'm happy to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Is this cotton yours? Hey, it is theirs. Ooh, note of testimony. We actually found this in Mr. Dennis's mansion. I don't suppose you've been in there. They have no idea. You gotta remember at least that much. Oh, this one remembers. It thinks it remembers going into the mansion while playing with its friends. It thinks so? That's not a very clear answer. Let's ask for more details.
Hey,
You said you might have been in the mansion, but how'd you get inside? You went in through the window with your friends? Why would you do that? You don't remember anything after eating breakfast this morning. What does that mean? Please, it's really important. Some human you don't know asked you to do it? What was the stranger like? You don't remember because it was someone you'd never seen before. Now look here, you might be an accessory to theft. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? You think the Whimsicott may have been unknowingly involved in the crime? If they were, they're blissfully ignorant of it. After all, playing pranks is kind of their whole deal. This complicates things.
Hey!
Have you seen red Pokemon? Oh, Ponenard is red? You've recently become friends with one? It's a Pokemon with blades all over its body. And it's true that they're pretty red. You often see them at the terrace in Serenity Park. On windy days, you play with Ponenard by picking it up and flying it around. They said they like to fly all the way through Serenity Park. Okay, so this place we're gonna have to go. Maybe we can find them there. You remember where you last played? We've been playing together lately every day, even today. Might be able to find it. If we go meet Ponenard, we should be careful about how we treat its favorite rock. It has a favorite rock? Apparently there's a rock at the terrace that it really cares about. One time they accidentally stepped on it and they got mad. Oh, that's scary. Okay, we'll watch where we step. Have you seen a ducklet? Okay, they didn't see the ducklet. I wonder where she went. Do you suppose that's the red Pokemon we've been looking for? Seems likely. Probably be fastest to just go meet it and ask. We still have to track down the ducklet. Okay, so we're not totally confined to, like, being super linear. Oh, it's the Pidove we helped earlier. Who am I? What? No, I just rescued you. It's forgotten the whole thing. Well, they are known for their forgetfulness. Okay. Just want to make sure we didn't miss anyone. Watch Hog. Self-appointed city patrol. Their hobby is observing things around the city. Oh, good. Maybe they'll be helpful. Oh, you never get bored in the city because there's so many different people in Pokemon to watch? Must be fun having eyes like yours, especially since they can see in the dark. What? What's it saying? You gotta tell me too. It says it saw a ducklet pass by here. Oh, she was probably on her way to the cafe. There's so many red Pokemon you don't know which one we mean. Good point. Do we know anything else about it? We know it's a Pokemon that can use a move to slice clean through hard objects. It can easily knock down a human with a punch. You haven't seen any Pokemon like that? Alright then. We don't look like we can talk to that Pokemon. You've got nothing new to say. Hello, small child. This is really bad. Oh, that boy looks pretty down. Is everything okay? You look unhappy. Oh, you're the detective I saw on TV. Ah, a detective's just what I need. What's bothering you? We got a match coming up against the Tonti Park Soccer Club. I didn't know they even had a soccer club. One of their members has a Scrafty as their partner, and they're so good. I'm worried we're gonna lose. I want a partner Pokemon I can play with too, but I can't find any Pokemon that are good at soccer. Oh, so we should find a Pokemon with good footwork. Can you think of any Pokemon that can play soccer really well, Mr. Detective? Well, not immediately, but I'll tell you if I find one. All right. So it's interesting because the side quest is a clipboard, but this is a notebook. Let's see, we talk to you. This is probably all the same. Try not to let your pranks go too far. Oh, that's it. Oh, can we talk to them now? No.
Whoa!
Oh, Tim!
Hey, Rachel.
Hello there.
Hello, Jessica. Oh wow, a coincidence running into you here. Yeah, I'm surprised as you are. Oh, I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Oh right, she's the girl from the photo. Yes, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter? Yeah, I know. You said she knows things about Pokemon. And she's just a classmate? See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. I'm just looking out for you. I've never heard you talk about actually having fun with people. Wait, who's this other person? Look, I don't think I've met that one. Hey, Jessica, have you heard of these? Of course, it's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Pikachu just now? No. Oh, no need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. But now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a bit? Yeah, okay. Let's do that.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
Aw, Tim's shoes have
That's
lightning
pretty
bolts
impressive,
on them.
Pikachu.
Come on, Tim. You can give me a better compliment than that. You seem different from usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad gave you is already starting to change you. No, I'm the same as I've always been. Are you sure? I mean, we don't really know each other all that well. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me. No way, I've had my eye on you for a while now, Tim. What, excuse me? Does she think to me what I think she means? It's like I have a front row seat to the great detective in action. It feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment. Oh, right. Wait, did you just get your hopes up for a moment there, Tim? Quiet, you.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
There's a teapot Pokemon on the shelf. Or at least that's what that... It's not moving, but I bet that comes out at some point. I see news about your accomplishments on TV all the time. You're quite the celebrity. I wouldn't go that far. Oh, no need to be modest. You're a great detective. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. Oh, I see. But it's been a while since we've met up like this. About 2 years, I think? We've both been so busy lately. There just hasn't been time to get together. I had no idea you'd become friends with a famous great detective. Were you surprised? Yes, of course. Hey, I'm the great detective. By the way, Tim, I work at a pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. If you're ever in the area, stop by. I'll treat you to one of our awesome pizzas. Hey, did you hear that, Tim? We should go sometime. That pizza place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll definitely do that. I'll be waiting. Hey, Tim, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. What's up? Well, something about going on at home. Oh, it sounds serious. I'm not sure how much I'd be of help, but yeah, you can always talk to me. I don't want to waste your time, though. You know, don't worry about it. We could meet up tonight if you're free. Oh, sure, that works. Thanks, Tim. Oh, how about you stop by my apartment later? Hey, not bad, Tim. Aren't we supposed to have dinner with your family tonight? Nah, it's fine. I can brush off my family. Least I can do is hear her out for a little bit. Fair enough. I'm sure your family will understand.
Tim.
What's up?
Hey, Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago.
Huh?
Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
Oh, is that it?
Well, look who it is.
Pablo Milan. Hey Tim, something happened today? I noticed you weren't here this morning. Yeah, there was a case. Oh, sounds rough. Can I ask you some questions, actually? Oh, sure, why not?
Excuse me?
You must have been really busy moving your cafe to this new location. Are you all settled in now? Yeah, I think things are finally back to normal. I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. I hope he hasn't been causing you any trouble. What? Me? I'm a paying customer once you pick up my tab. Oh, not at all. The cafe's way closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels real comfortable here. And the High Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers.
Hey.
The butler from Dennis' mansion? Yeah, he swings by the cafe pretty often after he's done with work. Oh, he's a regular customer. Yeah, he loves coffee and jazz, so we've got plenty to talk about. Apparently he's been really stressed lately, so he hasn't been stopping by as much. Oh, he's been stressed, huh? We should ask more about that. Stress? You know why he's stressed? Well... I don't know if I should really talk about a customer's personal matters. Hey, we're just trying to help. It's actually for his sake. Oh, this is for a case, huh? Well, then I guess I should tell you. He was worried about the jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently, the Dennises have had quite difference of opinion about that. Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them, but he said he just wound up getting stuck in the middle of the argument. Oh, that does sound stressful. I remember saying he wished there was no jewel in the first place. He wished there was no jewel, huh? Anyway, that's all I know. I hope it helps. It does not.
Excuse me?
How about the ducklet? Oh, yeah. You're talking about the Barnes ducklet, right? It comes here all the time to buy coffee beans. She's really a clever Pokemon. She always comes with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple minutes ago. Wait, a couple minutes ago? Really?
Okay, let's start deducing.
Oh, it's Milcery. Hey, Pablo, got a new customer? Oh, no. It's just started living here, in fact. Wonder what sort of place it's from. Whoa, hey, hold on, Milcery. Both Tim and Pikachu have particular blends they prefer. You can't just add cream without asking. I prefer to keep my coffee black, but why don't you try some cream, Tim? Sure, smells great. This is one of those Pokemon that, like, puts part of itself into a thing, isn't it?
Luna? Luna?
You say you've got an ear for rock now, not just jazz? Apparently, a Politoed and his friends put on concerts here at night. Oh, I hope we get to see that. You really love that music, so that's how you went from jazzist to rocker? Mm-hmm. Have you seen the ducklet? Ducklet comes to the cafe pretty often. Pablo knows more about that. Oh, and sometimes you see Ducklet at Serenity Park. I see, so the pond water there is good for your fur. And you meet Ducklet there sometimes when you go to bathe? How nice that you tell each other about good swimming spots. I guess water-type Pokemon get along swimmingly with each other. What a foul joke.
Let's start deducing. Whoa!
I'm not trying to go anywhere. I'm trying to look up at the ceiling. Because there's a Pokemon hanging out there and I just wanted to see it. Okay, I can't talk to them. There's the Pokemon that can never stop bouncing or its heart will stop beating.
Let's start deducing.
Oh, Pikachu.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Okay, I get it. You wanted to do some things.
Okay.
Did you figure out where Ducklet went after she left the mansion? The cafe?
Okay.
Yep. Good. I'm glad we figured that part out. We're looking for the red Pokemon. We're still working on that.
Okay.
Let's head back to the mansion and search for Ducklet. Good idea. Is it? Shouldn't we go to Serenity Park? I wonder if the game will let me.
Whoa!
Can't go that way. Can't go down that alley. Oh, hey, a Trubbish.
Drub! Hey, wait up!
It's gone.
I mean, for all we know, it's really good at soccer. We should talk to it. It's not here. Must be hiding somewhere. Well, no point hanging around here. Let's go into somewhere else. Wait, really? That's it? Oh, hey, there's the little pup. Isn't this... Yep. It may indeed be the partner of that woman we met. Hey, what are you doing over here? I see. Apparently he was having so much fun running around he wasn't paying attention where he was going, and now he's here. Just like that woman said. Says he misses his partner. Oh, well, we're gonna go tell her and bring her here to you. Well, I'm glad that's fast. Thank you so much for finding them. You're welcome. Glad I could help. Ran away because you weren't getting enough playtime, didn't you? Alright, then we can play together as much as you like today. Well, that's settled. Yep, nice to see them happy. Done. So now we still gotta find a soccer partner. Yeah, the Trubbish definitely wouldn't hide in the trash, would it? No? No? I guess we're gonna say no. We're just gonna pretend we're not smart. What in the world were you doing? My apologies, sir. Had something happen, Brad? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now, but when my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. Oh, so Ducklet had just gotten back to the mansion. Do you know where she ran off to? Unfortunately, I do not, and I don't have the resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call in the services of the Pokemon Protection Bureau. You, tell the inspector that I'm heading back to the station for a moment. Yes, sir. Well, those two are gone. We still have no idea where Ducklet went, though. Where would we even start looking?
Well...
Now what? Should we put the search for Ducklet on hold and look for the red Pokemon instead? It's better than just spinning our wheels. There are places we could look... Let's check them out. Catch you next time. Talk to you, we've talked to you. Can we go this way? Oh, Serenity Park's just next door. Well, no wonder the Ducklet goes here all the time. This place is huge. That's Serenity Park for you. Whimsicott said Ponard hangs out here. And the terrace is their usual meetup spot. Shall we go look? Huh? A map! This park's huge. It's not that big. This terrace is all the way up to the other side. Alright. Can't go up there. A soccer appropriate Pokemon.
Raboot!
It's a rabbit. What are you up to? Raboot. You just doing some dribbling practice by yourself? Yeah. They're really good at footwork. Oh, in that case, you might be willing to join some soccer games. GD Warble, hey, thank you for that 72-month resub. You're right, this one says it's got some really impressive techniques. I know a kid that would love to kick a ball around with you, if you got some time. Oh, and they'll do it. Awesome. Hello, small child. We found this random Pokemon. Who knows if it belongs to anyone? Oh, those eyes, they look really fired up. This Pokemon's so cool. If you try talking to him, I'm sure it's going to be willing to practice too with you. Let's play soccer. No, it nodded. Okay, let's practice. We're going to win for sure now. Blah, blah, blah. We're friends. I guess soccer players don't need words to hit it off when they can share a love of game. We helped tiny child. Unmoving as a tree. Oh, I was just thinking what an odd place for a tree, but it's actually a Pokemon. It's Sudowoodo for you. You're practicing your tree imitation, huh? Doesn't have to practice here. It seems like it blocks a lot of foot traffic. True. Maybe you should try practicing somewhere else. This location totally blows your cover. Walks away. Well, that sure seemed to send it into a panic. I guess it thought it was blending in perfectly. We helped the tree, maybe. Just kind of walked over here. Now we can't talk to it. This Pokemon is very friendly. The end. No Trubbish hanging out there.
Sorry? Sorry?
This is a fountain for Pokemon to drink from. My Serena really loves the water here. Oh, do you see this? Pikachu, like, runs after us. And then, when we stop, it's just like, oh, okay. I'll make sure that we get everything. Oh, Lickitung stopped again. She keeps getting distracted. Licked every flavor life has to offer. What a title. What a long tongue. The end. What's your deal? Someone must have replanted that tree in the flower bed, but when? Rimbombi. Have some pollen puffs. Oh, they're really cute. Rimbombi mixed pollen and nectar to make all kinds of different puffs. Sure seems busy. Apparently it's making pollen puffs for its cutie fly to eat. Those little bugs have big appetites while they're growing up, so it's gotta prepare a ton of food. Sounds like a lot of work. That, like, it looks like it has a little scarf. It's basically a fairy.
You there! Wait, you wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
Hello, mad scientist. Charles.
I am such a huge fan of yours!
Thanks. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charles Murlock. I'm a scientist working here in Rhyme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. What's that? You'd like to hear more about what I do? Well, actually, my research has just been recognized by Mayor Myers himself. Now I'm helping out with a new policy that he and the City Council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Rhyme City's latest policies. Wow, this guy's intense. Seems like the type who won't listen to what others are saying. If you two great detectives have any questions for me, you should ask them. After all, I have something in common with you both. We're working to help Rhyme City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goals. I'm prepared to answer any questions you have. Oh, thank you. Well, I guess we could do that.
Excuse me?
What research are you working on? My research explores the nature of communication between people and Pokemon. That sounds complicated. No, it's really simple. We're just trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Again, several anime series that would already dictate that they can. It'd make life so much more entertaining and simple. A whole city where people can talk to their Pokemon, huh? That really would make Rhyme City an even better place, don't you think?
Excuse me?
And what kind of policy development do you do? My domain is science, not politics. I actually propose new legislation. What I don't. Something. What I can do, though, is I develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City. I'm proud to contribute to my city with the power of science. That's so good of you, isn't it? Mayor Myers came up with the idea for a bill to help people and Pokemon coexist, so I feel duty-bound to use my position as a scientist to support it. Oh boy. I can tell how passionate you are about improving the city. But I would like to leave now.
Can I ask you a favor, Pikachu? Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Not while you're waving your arms around like that.
Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Oh dear, is Pikachu upset with me? You know, for a guy who wants to learn how to communicate with Pokemon, you are definitely, not doing it. I only plucked a bit of fur, and the test results should be ready in just a moment. And what are you doing exactly? This is a machine I created at Mayor Myers' request. It can measure a Pokemon's vital signs in record time. In other words, it's made to quickly check a Pokemon's health. I'd say that's a good thing for both people and their partners, wouldn't you? Sure, but have you considered, I don't know, not being a creep? Okay, it's ready. Let's see. Okay, well, since we're here, what does it say? It's detecting caffeine? Oh, did someone say caffeine? Seeing as he's working as a detective, I figured this was no ordinary Pikachu. But these results are truly fascinating. If your results are just that my Pokemon drinks caffeine, I can tell you it's not. Oh, forgive me, he's quite alright. No problems at all. I suppose his triglycerides are a bit high for a Pokemon. My what? It does even seem slightly different from a regular Pikachu, though. Wait, is there something weird about me? Well, now that you're finished that, I think we should go. I guess sorry I took up so much of your time. Thanks. Well, and then he left. Well, that was a fun encounter. Didn't creep out anyone at all. Ooh, what are you? Sure, a lot of amazing Pokemon around. These ones are so well coordinated. That's all we're doing there. Careful not to get lost again.
This is the top, yeah?
Look at that, Pikachu.
Huh?
From here you have a perfect view of the dentist residence.
Oh, you do. What are you thinking? Pretty sure that window's the one in front of the jewel storage room. A Pokemon capable of flying could go straight into the mansion from here. Yeah, if our thief was getting help from a Pokemon, this would be a perfect vantage point. This is where the Whimsicott usually meet up with Ponard? That's what they said, but I don't see it anywhere. If it was here earlier, maybe it left some kind of sign. Well, they are known for their blades. Not much, but it's the only lead we've got. Better get looking. Okay, so we found some cotton from the Whimsicott. Good. Put that in our little notebook. Anything in this corner? I know there's a rock off to the side already, because we can kind of see that. Torn up leaves, rough, uneven edges. They look like they were bitten, not cut. Okay, so something's eating leaves. And we have this rock covered in gashes, like something's been scratching at it. They look like they were left by something sharp, like a blade. I doubt a human could be strong enough to make clean cuts like these. Well, not with like their arms or anything.
Deducing.
Oh, you want to deduce, do you? Alright.
Okay.
Oh, is that what they look like? Did you figure out where the red Pokemon is? Like right now? It's probably inside the mansion still. That is not correct. Okay, so it's gonna be the rocks then, huh?
Okay.
It's definitely the rock where Whimsicott was talking about. So if we go to where the rock is, we might find... Wait, aren't we there? Is that not where we are right now? Alright, let's take a look around that rock.
Well...
Okay. We could sing at it. We could climb on it. We could wait next to it. Oh, right, he gets angry if you touch it. Let's climb on it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe they'll show up if we climb on it. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's try it. Let's make them angry. Let's make a thing with blades for arms angry. I just hope it's actually here to see this. It's Ponnard. Just like Whimsicott said. Okay, it's saying, "Darest thou tread upon my cherished rock? What is the meaning of this? Thine answer shall determine thy fate. I will show thee no mercy." Wait, what? Oh, it's really angry. So we just wanted to find you. We weren't trying to mess with your rock or anything. Oh, thank goodness. It said it'll forgive us, but just this once. You want to know why we were looking for you? Yeah, that seems like a fair question. We have questions for you. You're gonna talk to us. You've been traveling all over as part of your journey to warriorhood. I'm sorry, warriorhood? Apparently it travels all over the place to practice and improve its moves. It says that because it was born with these blades, it wishes nothing more than to master them. Well, okay, I bet they have razor-sharp edges. It says it can easily slice a rock in two. This might sound a bit strange, but haven't you, punched someone recently? It says it never punched a single person or Pokemon in its life. Good point. You could cut something with those hands of yours, but you definitely couldn't punch it. It's true, it has blades for arms. Yeah, you'd wind up with a different injury if you were punched by a Ponnard. Are there any others in the city besides you? It's never seen another one. I heard from some Whimsicott they went to Mr. Dennis's mansion. Were you the one who went there with them? It's not sure if it was the same place, but it vaguely remembers going to a big house. It says it entered the house together with the Whimsicott. How'd you get inside the mansion? Yeah. Whimsicott likes to get picked up and flown around. Okay. I think you might have gotten inside the mansion that way. Did you happen to cut a jewel case while you were in the mansion? You can remember the sensation of cutting through something, but the rest is a blur. This is important. We really need you to remember. It says its mind feels all foggy, and it just can't remember what was going on at the time. So this is going to be one of those things where somebody's tried to refine R, and maybe they have a little bit. Have you seen Ducklet anywhere? Hasn't seen her. Great. Where could Ducklet have gone? We finally managed to find Ponnard, but we weren't able to learn anything useful from it. Yeah, and some of what it said even contradicted testimony we gathered earlier. Maybe we could get more information if we had proof that Ponnard entered the mansion. It's asking if we're done here so it can get back to training. What sort of training does it do? It's planning on cutting rocks and things to sharpen its skills and blades. Cut rocks. Wow. Would it be willing to demonstrate for us? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, it says it would happily grace us with a demonstration. Okay, we'll watch quietly. Has a retractable arm.
Whoa.
Awesome. Knives for hands. This clean slice and the metallic sound the blade made when it in contact. It all matches with what we know of the crime scene. That means the Pokemon that entered the mansion must have been Ponnard. But neither Whimsicott nor Ponnard remembers clearly. What's up with that? I can't imagine the Pokemon are lying. Their behavior is pretty unusual. But there must be a good reason for it. I think that's true of the last game too. I'm pretty sure none of the Pokemon ever lie. Only people do. Maybe this is what is the difference between human and Pokemon. Only people lie. We've looked all over the place, but we haven't seen Ducklet anywhere. Apparently she almost got caught earlier, but then ran away. So maybe she's hiding somewhere. Then how are we going to find her? Well, we'll go to our notebook and we'll write down some stuff. I think Ducklet is our only good lead now. I guess we need to help keep asking around then. Maybe she got scared and went to hiding? If she did, it'd be really hard for just the two of us to find her. Well, how should we look for her then? That is a good question. We could ask a Pokemon to help us. A Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon have all sorts of special skills. Maybe there's a Pokemon that can help us find Ducklet. Do you think he'd be willing to help us, though? Oh, probably. Okay, sure, we'll go back to the mansion and we'll ask a Pokemon there.
Tim.
What's up?
So, your hands are blades, huh? Wow, that's pretty neat.
Alright, back to the mansion. Come, Pikachu. I'm sure he'll figure it out. Oh, hello. How wonderful to meet you, Detective. Seriously, it is an honor.
Yes.
Hi. Can I help you? Oh, do you not know who I am? I'm a big deal on the Rhyme University campus, and I know you go to school there. Do you know her, Tim? Not that I can think of. They call me the quiz professor. I'm actually still a student, but that's what they call me. And this is my partner, Toucanon. The quiz professor, huh? That's me. I'm majoring in Pokemon studies. It's the only thing they teach us at the Pokemon University, so it's kind of everybody's major. I can't resist sharing the knowledge I've learned, so I quiz people. Well, explains the nickname. I'll admit you got me there. Pikachu doing detective work is pretty eccentric. Why don't we celebrate our meeting with a quiz? Well, I'm actually kind of busy right now. Okay, first question. Well, this is where we go. Well, I guess this is what we're doing now. What Pokemon catches prey using its long tongue? The Pokemon in question is somewhere in this very city, so get out there and look for it. Wait. We have to participate in this quiz by going and finding it? A Pokemon with a long tongue, huh? There's one nearby. It shouldn't take too long for us to find. When you find the Pokemon in question, come tell me what it is. I'll be waiting right here. Answer correctly, I'll even teach you some trivia about it. Can I just answer? No, I have to go find the Pokemon first. Alright, we'll go find the Lickitung. Was down here, I think. What an annoying person. Oh, that's a long tongue. A Lickitung might be the answer. Oh, you're right. We should go tell them. Oh, you are an annoying person. Okay, I found it.
Yes.
It's a Lickitung. That's right. Lickitung uses its long tongue to catch its prey. According to reports, contact with its saliva causes a tingling sensation, as well as a persistent itch. Well, that's a good thing we didn't get licked. Thanks for the warning. Well, there was only the first question. I guess it was a little too easy. Wait, there's more? Of course, and here's where they get serious. Time for question number 2. What Pokemon uses its cute looks to put you off your guard so it can steal from you? We don't have time to deal with another theft. Wait, what Pokemon tries to steal from people? I think the cute looks part is their biggest hint. Pretty sure it's not you, Toucanon. Alright, let's go search the area. Pokemon that looks cute so it can steal from you. Well, the cutest Pokemon was that little fairy-looking one. It wouldn't steal from me, would it? No, it's clearly not the answer. Are you supposed to be cute? No? Yeah, Cat Burglar, of course. What a cute Pokemon. And its name is Purloin, so I mean, how sweet. I think it wants some attention. We're busy right now. Hold up, Tim, check your pockets. Why would I need to check my... Wait, where's my pen gone? I thought so. This is your doing, isn't it? Can't pull one over a great detective like me. Oh, my pen. Wow, can't take your eyes off this Purloin for a second. It was a close one. At least we figured out the answer to that quiz. Let's go back and tell them. Is there a run button? That's not a run button. That's not a run button. That's an interact button. Nope. Oh, there we go. I found the run button. It's like, I know the game told me something.
Yes!
Purloin. Purloin often steal things for people, and they sometimes scratch people who try to reclaim those stolen items. Oh, that would have been good to know before we took our pen back. The Purloin wasn't that rowdy. We'll be careful in the future. It's asking if we agree that quizzes can actually be pretty fun. Actually, I find it tedious. There's certainly a chance to learn more about Pokemon. Alright, question 3. Best buds always stick together. What Pokemon moves as a group? Whole group. Whole group. Yeah, no, I know the answer. It's clearly this one. Move in perfect unison. They're in the middle of formation training. Do you think Phalanx is the Pokemon the quiz professor was talking about? Working together with one seems to fit.
Yes!
Phalanx is a very peculiar Pokemon. There are actually 6 of them working together as one. The one at the front, known as the Brass, leads the others by issuing orders. In battle, they change formation as needed and use teamwork to secure the win. That's pretty interesting. Sure, but I bet it's tough for the troopers if they got an incompetent Brass. That's all for today's quiz. I hope you're as enthusiastic about quizzes and Pokefacts as I am. Yep, absolutely. Glad to hear it. I'll get some new questions ready for next time. Okay. Maybe, you could wait till we're not in the middle of something. Yeah, see you too, Kano. Gotta go back to the mansion. Gotta talk to people. Well, Pokemon. Okay, let's try Clefable. About your special skills. She has way better hearing than most Pokemon do. You can hear footsteps and voices coming from any room in the mansion. Pretty sure I've heard that Clefable can hear sounds over half a mile away. That's a long way to hear sounds. Earplugs for you forever. Hello. I'm just gonna stand here awkwardly until my Pikachu catches up. Oh, it's you? Is your investigation finished already? I'm sorry, it's gonna take a little more time. Look, we all know Barnes did it. Would you give it a rest, Claudia? Barnes just isn't the type of person who would do a thing like this. Sounds an awful lot like wishful thinking to me. Barnes simply wanted the roar drop for himself. He's been acting as the perfect butler, but all he's serving us is a platter of greed and deceit. Oh, just listen to yourself. How could you say that about a man who served us faithfully for so many years? Open your eyes already. Barnes has betrayed you. Would you both calm down? Barnes' Ducklet was sighted a few minutes ago. We're hoping to find that Ducklet. We also need a clue. Oh, excellent. I'm sure you'll find proof that Barnes is innocent. And where's the Ducklet now? She got away. We're searching for her. Incompetence. Do you have any special skills? She's got a very keen nose. Okay, so we got someone who can hear half a mile away and scent tracking. That might work. Let's see, what other Pokemon are around here? What are your special skills? I'll be shocked to find out if it's lightning or thunder based. He's got a sharp nose and is good at tracking. But he's working, so he can't leave his post. How's that investigation going on anyway? Oh, come on, you can tell us. Won't tell us anything. The police have their reasons for keeping quiet. It's just doing its job.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Oh, we're done already, are we? Okay, fine.
Okay.
I mean, let's think about this information. There's Manic who probably could help us, but is busy. There's someone who can hear things, but you know, it's probably Growlithe. It's probably Growlithe.
Okay.
Growlithe has a good sense of smell. We've got feathers, you know. We could sniff out Ducklet by tracking the scent. I bet Growlithe could do that no problem. Great idea. We did it.
Okay.
We'll go ask Growlithe. Hey, Growlithe, you should help us. Because we need to find Ducklet. And Ducklet might even know things. We need their help. Oh, you want to help? And you're willing to do it? That sounds great. You want me to ride on your back? Oh, so you can take me to wherever the scent leads you. Got it. That should be a lot easier. What do you think, Tim? You want us to track the scent down right away? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to turn into a quick time event?
Okay, let's do this. Sorry, but could you sit down for a sec?
Oh, come on. You climbed a tree earlier. You can do this.
All right.
Tree.
Let's go.
An executor. It's the first time I've ever given someone a ride. She says, okay, why did you just repeat what I said? Oops. When it's just you and me talking, yes, I don't need to interpret for Tim. Let's get the search underway. I'll just sniff the ground and I can tell where the scent is strongest. Alright. There's still traces of Ducklet's scent inside the house. I think I can track her from here. Let's get going then. Hold down the R button while moving to follow the scent of wherever you're looking. You can get off Growlithe by going back to Tim. Okay, R button. Okay, this is pretty cute. Ducklet always leaves this way when she takes walks and goes shopping. Her scent is still lingering here. If we follow the smell, we should be able to find Ducklet. You find her? Yep. Aspires to elegance. I was wondering who found me. It's nice to see a friendly face. Wait, who's that on your back? Hey, I'm the great Detective Pikachu. And you're a friend of Growlithe's? I'd like to think so. But that aside, would you, tell me why you're out here? Some strange humans were chasing me. It was really scary. I don't know what I could have possibly done to make them so upset. They think you were involved in a crime. What? A crime? Something precious was stolen from the house. And you and Barnes are currently under suspicion. Say what? Neither of us would ever do something like that. I know, I don't think it was you. I'll need to ask you some questions to help prove your innocence. And Barnes too, is that alright? I guess. I'm Barnes' partner. You're always helping him out because he's so busy, right? Like when you buy beans at the High Hat Cafe? Barnes must have good taste, much like myself. You drink that black water too? I tried it once, because Barnes seemed to enjoy it so much. I practically gagged when it hit my tongue. Too bitter. Yeah, it's a sophisticated flavor for sophisticated Pokemon. Yes, well, I'm sure I'll be sophisticated like that someday, just watch. What can you tell me about Barnes? He's my partner. If you've met him, I'm sure you understand. Yep. Oh, I think I might have him beat in the gentleman department. Right. Anyway, he's really good about telling me when I've done something well. I may not look like it, but I'm actually a really good swimmer. Barnes always compliments me when I show off my fancy swimming techniques in the fountain. No one that lovely could possibly be a bad person. Right? Why are you here? There must have been plenty of other places you could have hid. This is my favorite spot. And like I told you, I got chased around by a bunch of strangers. I was feeling pretty ruffled, so I came here to calm down. Gotcha. See that water over there? I love bathing in it. Ooh, maybe I should try it too. Whoa there, Growlithe, aren't you a fire type? Pretty sure a bath's a bad idea. Oh, good point. Walking by the water side feels lovely too. It's nice and cool without all the wetness. Oh, I'll try that instead. Thanks, Ducklet. So what were you up to this morning before the incident? All I did was eat breakfast, like always. Then I got really sleepy. Not like always. You fell asleep after breakfast. When did you go out? Well, at some point Turner woke me up. I usually go out shopping right after Barnes asks me to. But today I was in a hurry because I overslept, so I rushed to grab my bag and flew out from a window on the second floor. And you're sure it was Turner who woke you up? Yep, I'm sure. And Growlithe, you fell asleep too? Yep, but only because today's breakfast was so yummy. I guess I ate so much I got sleepy after. Do you two always eat your meals together? Not usually. I always eat with Cramorant. What? There's a Cramorant in the household? Yep. Cramorant is Turner's partner. Of course, it's totally Turner. Huh? Is that so? Bit strange that Turner never mentioned that. Isn't it, though? So according to your story, Ducklet, you were out on an errand when the crime took place. Because you were asleep earlier, you're not sure exactly what time you left. If even Ducklet doesn't know anything, how are we going to solve this case? You mean we might never find the jewel? No, we've still got one more lead. The Cramorant that Ducklet mentioned. I'm wondering why he never saw it in the mansion. How How long has Cramorant been gone? I don't know. By the time I noticed, he was already gone. We should probably go talk to him then. Can you track Cramorant by scent relic? If you have something with the scent on it. I don't suppose you could use this. Oh. Oh. It's a bird. Pokemon. Okay. Good thing I picked it up earlier. With this, I can definitely track their scent. Now we just have to figure out where to pick up the trail. Since they seem to have left the mansion, we should probably try around the front gate. What should I do? I'm really worried about Barnes. I understand how you feel, but if you go home now, things will probably get more complicated. Can you wait here a little longer? Well, okay. Back to the mansion. Where's the way down? There it is. Well, did you go whiff? I've got it. It's still quite strong. It's probably walking around here this morning. I do like this little solo adventure thing it sent us on. It's pretty cute. Back alley, huh? I wonder if that Trubbish we ran into earlier knows anything. Oh, there it is. Just hanging out. Oh, there's the Trubbish, too. Hey, Pikachu, over there. Could that be? Gulping Gourmand. Oh, so it swallowed it, didn't it?
Drop it! Drop it!
In Squalor Paradise. Must be feeling pretty carefree to fall asleep in a place like this. I've been looking for you, Cramorant. What? Oh, hey, it's Growlithe. What you doing? That's what I'd like to ask you. Wait, what's going on? Sorry to bother you when you just woke up, but do you think you could answer some questions? Who are you? Look, I'm the Great Protective Pikachu. I'm here to help. The Great, the Pikachu? Pikachu's my friend. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. What do you want to ask?
Hey!
Are you Turner's partner? Sure I am. What about it? We were worried about you because you weren't at home. Oh, my bad. Can you tell me about Turner? He's my partner. He's a good dude. Me and him go way back. Cramorant is always helping Turner out with his duties at the house. If Turner calls for me, I head right over, no matter where he is. I even go shopping with him, dude. If he needs something carried, I just swallow it whole. Wait, you swallow it? Is that safe for anyone? It's fine. Just rub my back and I'll hork it right up. Ew. Ugh. I guess they're kind of built like that, though.
Hey!
Why are you over here? I got really sleepy after I ate breakfast. Hey, me too. Oh, really? So Duckling and all the others fell asleep. After that, Turner woke me up and I flew right out of the house. Boy, why'd he wake you up? What was it again? He said to go to the back alley, I think. Hey, remember that? Oh, what a guy. I kind of fell asleep a few times on my way here too, but in the end I made it. I was so sleepy, but right when I was about to zonk out, I found this choice bed. So I took a nap. He's talking about me. Oh, you thought Trubbish was a bed? Yeah, he's like super squishy. Ugh. If you wanted to sleep, wouldn't it make more sense to go home first? I'm sure Turner's worried about you. Gasp, Turner. That's right, I gotta get back to Turner. Any particular reason? Because he's my partner. Or wait, did he say not to go back? Which was it again? No, don't look at me. I really think you should get back. Turner must be worried about you. I'd like to hear about what you were doing at the time of the incident. You said you ate breakfast and got sleepy, right? Yep. You must have eaten a lot. Same as Uzi, actually. But even now, my tongue is so stuffed, dude. Wasn't breakfast a while ago? Why are you still so full? I'm not sure. Tum feels the same as when I swallow something big. Yeah, you swallowed it. Something big, huh? Interesting. Well, we heard from him, but his answers weren't very clear. Let's try talking to Trubbish. What? Me?
Trubbish?
What do you need from me? We're investigating a crime. Do you mind if we ask some questions? I don't really know anything about anything, but okay. That's fine. We're just trying to gather information. Please help us? Well, okay.
Hey!
Tell us about yourself. Okay. Have you noticed anything strange? Strange? Well, I've just been gathering trash from around the city like I do every day. You do that every day? It's my routine. I guess I did collect some unusual trash today. Does that count as strange? What was unusual about it? It was stuck to Whimsicott's head. They were in front of a big house when I found it. Whimsicott getting stuff stuck to its head doesn't sound all that unusual. Pikachu, you can't say things like that. Trash is important to Trubbish. Don't call it stuff. What brings you here? Well, I'm not great around humans. Humans don't usually come here, so it seemed like a safe place. Fan of Lore, hey, thank you for the raid. Did you do something? Did they do something mean to you? Did they? Let's do... I just don't like the noise. And humans are so noisy, don't you think? Hey, Fan of Lore. How's the Dark Tide going? I guess? Anyway, this place is nice and quiet.
Hey!
Do you still have the trash that was stuck to Whimsicott? Oh, I was saving it as a snack. Wait, do you want it? Well, I'd like to at least look at it. Yeah, I guess. It's pretty crumpled up, but it looks like a note. Sniff, sniff. Hey, it smells like the rooms in our house. You mean Dennis's mansion? That's interesting. Let me see. Open the window after Barnes leaves. That will be the signal. Oh, he was working for someone. Once the window's open, I'll send Panaward in with the Whimsicott to cut the case. You should be then able to collect the jewel. If you play your part properly, you should be able to frame Barnes for everything. Okay, so there's more than one person in on this. And if you're successful, we'll both be coming into quite a lot of money. Good luck. This is a note from the culprit. Now, the interesting thing is if we'll actually catch the real culprit out of this, or if there'll be an overarching thing. What? So the thief had an accomplice. That must be why there were multiple Pokemon involved. Whatever the case, this is definitely a big clue. Note from someone. This is great, Pikachu. Sorry about this, Trubbish. But can we keep this piece of trash, please? I guess if you want it that badly. I'll be sure to make it up to you later.
Okay.
Yes, we managed to ask everything we wanted to. Head back home? Yeah, definitely gotta meet back up with Tim. What are you gonna do, Cramorant? Wanna come back to the mansion with us? Nah, I'm good. My tongue feels like way heavy from that breakfast I ate. He looks pretty uncomfortable. Okay, you just rest here then. Once you feel like you can move again, come back to the mansion. Okay. Alright. Do-do-do. As I should say, welcome Raiders, and if you haven't checked out Fen of Lore, give their channel a check. If you're new, we're playing Detective Pikachu Returns. We're trying to solve a case of a missing jewel. They're trying to blame the butler, but the butler definitely didn't do it. Where did we leave Tim? In here? Mm-hmm. We're back. Am I getting down off of Growlithe now? Yes. Who do you think I am? I can handle this. Oh, they didn't animate that one, huh? How did your investigation with Growlithe go, Pikachu? We found incredible evidence. Really? What? Well, you see... And that's it. Oh, good work, Pikachu. Oh, thank God they didn't actually go through it all. I think we're definitely closer to solving this case. Yep, now hurry up. Let's do it.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Alright. How can we prove Barnes' innocent?
Okay.
I don't know, the very obvious note that basically says we can frame him.
Okay.
Well, that note Trebush found. We can prove it was innocence with that. The note said, blah 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 blah. So there's someone out there behind all this. And not only that, there are multiple culprits working together. Someone who sent Pokemon from outside, and someone inside the mansion who let them in. You think whoever let the Pokemon inside lives in the mansion? That seems like the natural conclusion. But how did the culprit unlock the door to the jewel storage room? Only Barnes and Mr. Dennis have the key, right? Usually, but the culprit found a way. A way to what? Drug all the Pokemon, Tim. Think about it. When did Growlithe say the key disappeared? While they were sleeping. That's right, and anyone could have taken the key while Growlithe was asleep. I guess you're right. But Growlithe doesn't usually nap. Do you think they just happened to nap right when they were about to commit the crime? That's just it. Think back about what all the Pokemon have told us. Is anything weird about that? All of them ate breakfast. All of them were sleeping. That's right, glad you noticed that. Why? At the exact same time, they were all asleep, but that's not a coincidence. You think someone wanted it to happen? I'd say the odds are pretty high. There has to be some kind of evidence we can use to prove that. Let's search the mansion. They were sleeping, they bought coffee beans, got sleepy after breakfast. Okay. Okay, we've got nothing to actually ask you. Search the mansion for... Who's currently under police investigation.
See.
This is... Oh. Still looking into that. I don't think you have any useful actual information. Okay, maybe there's another room we can go into that we haven't gone into yet. We go in here?
Whoa!
No. Okay. I feel like we should be able to go into the kitchen or something. Okay, so we can't go into that room. Oh, we can investigate this bowl finally, huh? There's some sort of powder on it. Oh, this is sleep powder. Ah, you can tell just by looking? I'm a Pokemon, not to mention a great detective. Of course I can tell a kind of powder like this. Which means there's sleep powder in the food. Okay. There we go. There's our...
Okay.
What made the Pokemon fall asleep? They went shopping and tired themselves out. They ate sleep powder. They tired themselves out by playing.
Okay.
Pokemon in the mansion said they fell asleep after eating breakfast. And we found traces of sleep powder. So, clearly... Doop-de-doo. It's getting easier to picture just how the crime was committed. But where could the culprit have gotten the sleep powder from in the first place? I don't know, the local Pokemart? In this city, I can think of a few places. But if we follow the path that was used to bring it inside, we might learn more about the culprit. You'll need Growlithe's help again for that, right? Alright. Do this again. We can follow the scent of the sleep powder. Also, like, sleep powder is a Pokemon move. Like, I feel like there's a lot of really easy to get. It's not like it's hard. Is it? It shouldn't be. Oh, you have a side quest for us? What's up, Rimbombi? My dear cutie fly went out to gather nectar, but they haven't come back yet. It never takes them this long. I'm worried, what if something's happened? It'd be tough to find them in the big city. I don't even know where they usually gather nectar. Do you think you could track the cutie fly with your nose? Definitely. I've already picked up their scent. With all the scent, we should be able to find the cutie fly. Oh, interesting. I wouldn't have expected us to be able to do this. We're on it. Okay, we need to find 2 of them. You didn't come back because you were napping. They're worried sick about you. I didn't realize how much time had passed. I'll go right home. A nap, huh? Well, don't feel too bad. Nobody's mad at you for sleeping. Stop sense here. What do we do now? There must be something around here. Let's look around the terrace. Sure. The very obvious Pokemon that does poison powder. Probably does a sleep powder. It's a Venonat. No mistaking those massive eyes. Apparently they can even see in the dark. So sparkly. Yes, what is it? We're gonna ask you some questions. What's got you so busy? I'm just eating. But I have to eat fast. Soon it will be time for dinner, and then more eating. You've got plenty of time till that, though, right? Are you always in such a hurry? Yes, at least that's what everyone else tells me. Have you tried chilling out? Can't. Okay. What are you doing here? This spot is great because you can see the whole city and it's lovely and pretty and nice. And on top of that, many, many teeny tiny bugs gather here at night. Do you like bugs? Well, yes, I'm technically a bug type. I don't know what to tell you. I think we dropped this line of questioning. Is this your sleep powder? Nope, not mine. How can you tell? I use my sleep powder to catch prey. It doesn't smell as soothing or beautiful. Nope, not one bit. I see. I do believe this is Lilligant's fragrance. Oh, where would we find a Lilligant? I would check one of the nearby hedges, probably. To the greenery. We found it. This Pokemon's known for having an aroma that calms the heart and mind. Oh, that's what that nice smell was. Do I smell nice? You're sweet. Do you mind if we ask you some questions? Can you tell me more about yourself? Getting personal, are we? Alas, I'm rather unremarkable. Just a Lilligant with a love for dance. You wouldn't have to look hard to find many others like me. What are you doing here? This is my favorite place. Basking in the sunlight here feels ever so good. And dancing here fills me with endless joy. You dance a lot then? Sometimes humans and Pokemon even come to watch. Everyone who watches me dance seems to fall asleep, but at least they're smiling when they do. Would you like a demonstration? No, please don't dance. Is this your sleep powder? Yep, that's mine. Did you give it to someone? No. You see, my sleep powder just puffs out naturally whenever I dance. Though, thinking on it now, there was a human who would come to watch me dance recently. Do you remember what they look like? No, I was in the zone. Oh, that's rough. Hey, it's something. Thanks for your help.
I see.
Well, now we know how we got the sleep powder. Yes?
Great.
Oh. I wasn't expecting you to take us back. I have another cutie fly to find. There's something important. What's that? Think about it. The sleep powder scent trail led directly from the mansion to the terrace. Do you think that's normal? I guess it would make sense if the person who brought the sleep powder already lived in the mansion. Exactly. Inside job. Gotta find out who. Okay, but
okay.
Look, I would have said no if I thought you were gonna do that. You can't just leave a side quest hanging like that. Oh my goodness. Let's see, if we go back to where we found them. Yeah, there we go. Whoops. There we go. We're not here for your nectar. Oh, I thought you were going to steal my nectar. Was there someone else? That's right, a Pokemon keeps coming to steal my nectar. That's why I hid here. Oh, there you are. Look, it's back. Come on, give me some tweets. Leaky tongue, so you're the one causing problems. No, I'm not. I just want a little nectar. With a tongue like yours, you'll take all the nectar Cutiefly has in one lick. Well, but I want something sweet. Then why don't you come see Rimbombi later? If you do, I'll share some of the pollen puffs. Oh, okay. What a pest. Anyway, you can go back to Rimbombi now. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Both Kitty Fly came home safely. No need to thank us, just another case closed. Good job. Promise me 2 things from now on. Don't go anywhere dangerous, don't goof off around on your way home. We all promise. Solved.
Sorry?
Alright, and we can go back to the mansion.
Hey.
Okay, gotta conduct some interviews. My staff member Turner always prepares the food here. Used to be one of Barnes' duties, but the task has fallen to Turner since he joined the staff. He's made himself quite useful. And we didn't have anything new to ask you. No.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Dennis is really picky about the ingredients I can use for Growlithe's food. He tells me what to put in it, and I make the food to his exact specifications. What's healthy and what's tasty don't usually match up, though. Okay.
Yes? Yes?
I don't know anything about Growlithe's food. You should ask Turner. Did you happen to see Growlithe eating her food today? I didn't. Pokemon of the house eat in a separate room from us humans. If they ate in the same room as us, their fur, feathers, or whatever you could get into our food. So they eat in a different room at my request. Policy like that's not going to make you popular with Pokemon, lady. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I know exactly what kinds of food Growlithe prefers. I would expect so. She's particularly fond of sweets. When I was in charge of her meals, I made a point of preparing sweet desserts for her. Only other person was you. That's good, Dad. You know, have you found him? Nope. Okay, well, thanks anyway. Just working on the R case. Yeah, we know all of that. 2 years ago. You'll find him, sure of it. Some valuable jewel. Could have been stolen by an intruder.
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
Who could have slipped the Pokemon their powder? Well, not likely her. Should be Turner, really.
Okay.
Like, only person who could put sleep powder in Pokemon's meal is... I mean, I wouldn't say the only person, but the person who probably did it. In charge of preparing the meals. The fact alone isn't enough to implicate. That's true. So what do we gotta figure out next, then? He's the one who used the sleep powder. That's just conjecture. We don't have any hard evidence. We definitely need to find some proof, but I'm not sure how. It's kind of an aggressive move, but we could try shaking him up a bit. Let's see if we can make Turner nervous. We might learn something based on how he reacts. Alright. I guess we go talk to you. No, wait, that's Barnes. There you are.
Yes.
We're actually a bit stuck at the moment. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do to help? I was actually hoping to ask you some more questions.
Excuse me?
You've got a partner, Cramorant, right? Oh, how do you know that? Oh, it came up while we were gathering statements in the city. I see. I hope you don't think I was hiding that fact or anything. I was just afraid he might become a suspect. I did tell the police, of course. Really? It's been a while since I've seen him, actually. Worryingly so. Where could he have gone? We just saw him walking back toward the mansion. Why, that little... I told him to stay put. Why did you tell him that, Mr. Turner? I just didn't want him going out on his own. I've been so worried that he might have gotten mixed up in the crime somehow. Thank you so much for finding him. Such a huge relief. We're thinking Pawniard may have cut the jewel case. Really? I mean, yes, I think you've cracked it. So it was a Pawniard that punched you? Most certainly. It really hurt. In fact, it still hurts. What a terrible liar. Alright. It's pretty clear he's hiding something. And it's pretty clear he did it. Just wish I'd been able to dig a little deeper. You did a great job. At the very least, we learned one thing. Cramorant is the key to solving this case. All that's left is to ask him ourselves. Okay, so we'll go see him. Yep, just you wait. We'll catch you yet. Back to the back alley. Soundtrack's been pretty good so far. Oh, there he is. Weren't you gonna go back to Turner? Didn't make it very far, did you? You're resting because you feel too full to walk? Why is he the only one that feels so unwell? Growlithe and the others were fine. Must have really overeaten, or he swallowed something his digestive system. Wait a second. Oh my goodness.
A missing jewel, and now Cramorant's full belly.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
I figured it out!
Bolt of Brilliance?
A bolt of brilliance!
Glad we brought those back.
The stolen jewel we seek is right over there!
Oh, did you figure something out, Pikachu? I've got it all figured out. Notebook time! Where did he hide the jewel?
Okay.
I don't need a hint. But I want to see. It's near Ducklet's favorite fountain. It's somewhere in the mansion garden. It's in the Whimsicott cotton. This is like kind of the only one that's not terrible. Even though we know it's this one.
Okay.
Wait, Cramorant said he could gulp down anything, right? So the jewel's probably in his stomach. The reason he feels full is because he's still got that jewel in his stomach. Turner didn't have time to retrieve the jewel after the theft, did he? Oh, it's probably still in his stomach. We have enough evidence to back Turner into a corner. Alright, we're gonna go gather all the suspects now.
Okay.
Just need to catch the culprit. Let's go tell Holiday. You ready? Yes.
This is it. Let's take care of business.
Everyone, thank you for coming.
This sudden conference had better be important.
It is. We've identified the real culprit.
Have you now?
Yes, Mr. Barnes isn't the one who stole the jewel.
Well, not the one who told him to do it, but we figured out who did
it then?
robbery.
I'll explain everything from the beginning.
Okay.
Let's start with how the culprit entered the jewel storage room.
There were no signs of forced entry on the door, so the culprit must have used the key.
Good job.
But Growlithe was guarding the key.
No one but my husband or Barnes could have taken the key from Growlithe.
Yes, exactly. So how did they...
I guess it must have been Barnes then.
No, it wasn't. You see, the culprit had a trick up their sleeve for taking the key.
Ah, good. Test time. They befriended Growlithe. The door was unlocked. They broke down the door and didn't use the key. Nah, it was this one.
The culprit used sleep powder to make Growlithe fall asleep. And after that, they took the key.
Do you have evidence of that?
Of course. Take a close look at Growlithe's food bowl, Inspector. You'll find traces of Lilligant's sleep powder in it.
Of course. So that's how the culprit got into the jewel storage room.
But they couldn't possibly have cut open that sturdy display case in such a short time.
Yeah, good point.
No, they could have if they had Pokemon accomplices.
Pokemon?
Who would use Pokemon for anything?
The culprit somehow used Whimsicott and Pawniard, and got Pawniard to cut open the case.
What? How is that even possible?
Who knows?
We may understand now how the jewel was stolen. But that doesn't necessarily prove that Barnes is innocent.
Actually, I do have proof that Mr. Barnes is innocent.
Dun dun dun. The note.
We discovered this note in a Trubbish's possession.
A note?
The culprit jotted down their whole plan. They wanted to frame Mr. Barnes for the crime.
Then that would mean Barnes is innocent.
So who's the real culprit?
Yeah. Who's the real person
The
who
real
did it?
culprit is right here with us.
What do you mean?
Well, I think that was pretty obvious. They're here with us. They're this one.
The thief who stole the Aurora drop. It's... Mr. Turner, you're the culprit.
Who, me? But I'm a victim of this crime. Pawniard punched me.
It punched you, huh? Pawniard has blades for hands, and I don't see any cuts on you.
If you really think I'm the culprit, then where's the jewel?
Yeah, I can't prove all of it.
I don't
then
have
I'm
it
innocent.
on me, and I haven't set foot outside the mansion.
Where's the jewel? Isn't it obvious?
Isn't
It's
it?
with a Pokemon.
What?
This is so bad.
Of course you don't have the stolen jewel. You hid it. In Cramorant's belly.
Excuse me? Cramorant may be Turner's partner, but even so...
Where is that Cramorant anyway?
Walks in through the door.
Mr. Turner, you clearly put a lot of thought into your plan. But when we investigated the crime scene, we found a Cramorant feather. And you underestimated Growlithe's sense of responsibility. Those two things did you in. Now, please call your Cramorant.
Cramorant.
All right, let me handle this.
Oh, he's also got the key.
There it is! The Aurora Drop!
And the key to the storage room, too.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I'm afraid you can't talk your way out of this, Mr. Turner.
I was so close to living the easy life. I shouldn't have teamed up with someone I barely knew.
Uh-huh. Who's this person you team up with? Sure Holiday will look into his accomplice. Right. We don't need to solve everything. Was I wrong this whole time? For us here, the Aurora Drop was a symbol of hope. I thought it could bring hope to even more people. That's why I decided to donate it. But I never thought it would lead to an incident like this. Maybe I should forget about donating it and just keep it quietly locked up in the house. Oh, goodness gracious, you of all people. You really think so little of the Aurora Drop. What are you saying, Claudia? Didn't you tell me yourself that you hoped whoever looked at the Aurora Drop would not only see its beauty, but also feel cheered up and encouraged by it? Are you really going to give up on that hope just because of a stroke of bad luck? Wouldn't that be a terrible waste? Don't you agree, Barnes? Indeed, madam. It's just as you say. Mr. Dennis, your plan to donate the jewel to the people of Rhyme City was most certainly not a mistake. Please believe in yourself and do what you think is best. I don't know why you would doubt yourself at this point at all. Forgive me, I think I let myself get too shaken by what happened today. I believe in the beauty of the Aurora Drop and the people of Rhyme City. As you should. But Claudia, were you against the donation? Don't misunderstand me. I just don't want to deal with you moping around like this for the rest of our lives, that's all. I see. This incident has forced me to reconsider, shall we say, some of my views. Clefable, Ducklet, Growlith, let's all eat together from now on. Okay. Oh, it looks like Mr. Dennis and the others are all getting along better now. Yep, that wraps it all up.
Ironic, huh?
Is it?
Cramorant swallowed the jewel, and now you've got to swallow the bitter consequences.
Not sure that's...
Well,
okay.
let's go.
Yeah.
Cramorant, are you alright?
Okay, I wasn't sure if that thing on its back was, like, normal or not, but that does seem not normal now.
Huh?
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and grab it.
Right.
Okay, so it's just, like, really important for something else, huh? Why do we keep leaving the windows open?
How could this be happening?
Sanjeev.
Turner!
Hold on. I swear I had nothing to do with that.
Why don't we discuss this down at the station?
Okay.
Growlith, you did a great job.
Hey, Pikachu! Look!
Oh! Are you leaving already? See you around! Say, Tim, did you notice Cramorant's back?
Oh, you mean the
Yeah,
giant glowing
There was something
cube on
glowing
it?
on it.
I've never seen anything like it. I wonder, maybe Turner didn't know what was going on. Something tells me this is just the beginning.
Dun dun dun. Later that evening at Tim's apartment, Tim has a
I'm
date
home.
with Rachel. He forgot to tell his parents.
Tim's
Or
back!
his family.
Well, you sure are home late.
Good evening.
Oh, and who is this?
My classmate, Rachel.
It's nice to meet you. Is she your girlfriend?
Huh?
If only.
Oh no, Rachel's here because... Oh, sorry to barge in so suddenly. I was hoping to get some advice from the great detective here. I didn't realize his family was visiting, though. Welcome, Rachel. We didn't mean to startle you. Sophia and I just arrived in Rim City yesterday. We came to see my brother's award ceremony. Oh, okay. Well, then this is probably the first time you've seen each other in a while. I hope I'm not in the way. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll be in town for a while yet. Make yourself at home. I'll make some tea. Oh, well, thank you. See, Tim, I told you Irene and Sophia would understand. Yeah. Well, so many tasks just showed up. Well...
I'm exhausted. I just can't seem to muster any energy lately.
Perfect. What's this? Save. Regular mode. Alright, I think that's probably a good place for us to stop. You know? We solved the whole case. It's been 3.5 hours. Let's go raid Wiggins, because they're playing Sea of Stars, I think? Look like they're a little bit into it, so I think that'll be a good place to send you all off to. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. We're gonna keep playing this next week. Yeah, take care.